Good morning. I'm about to make my coffee, and some people have asked me, what is it that I do with coffee and why do I love it so much? And the answer is it's sort of a process. I don't brew beer, I love beer. And I guess this is sort of my brewing that I am into. So I start off with a good coffee. I like this Guatemala single origin from James Coffee in San Diego. They'll say chocolatey and herbally and juicy and all these notes. The same thing they do with beer when they say it tastes like pineapple and papaya and the beaches of Hawaii. And that's fine. I get it. But what does it really do? Do I like it? Does it hit my palate right? That's what they felt it did when they drank it. What I like about this coffee is that I can't burn it. I haven't yet. Good, knock on wood. It's super fresh. It tastes sort of like I don't know, yeah, just like kind of like a breezy morning to me. It's not acidic, it's not too strong. It's definitely somewhere between a medium roast, maybe a little lighter. It's great. I love it, and it's been something I've been crushing on. And usually I usually have two bags around at one time, and so this is the one I'm really into right now. I've already got some in here that I've ground up. I'll also go over that too. I really enjoy the Silk Almond Milk Creamer. It does have a fair amount of sugar in it, and it is a little elusive considering that you're like, oh, it's almond milk and it's like all these great things, but in reality, there's still some sugar. So if you don't like sugar, you can always go with plain almond milk, maybe with some honey and cinnamon. Heat it up so that cinnamon gets all in there good, and then you could throw it in an espresso. What I like to call is basically like a fancy milk frother. We have a handheld frother, but it's just not as cool. So this one's from Nespresso. We like it. It was a wedding registry gift too, so it's always great. Kettle, very important. Heat up your water, filtered water, obviously. French press, broke a lot of glass ones, finally went metal. Is a big deal in the Ojeda household to finally get a metal one. So, water, you already know how to do water, so there's no need to go over that. According to James Coffee's website, when they do a French press, they like to take the water and put it in the press so that you get the press, I guess, sort of like temperature ready. And then you add some coffee, let it stir it, let it sit, add the rest, add the water, let it steep, boom, coffee. We won't get into too much of that because I think that's all up to you and what you like. One thing I've learned is that you have to just kind of dial in your coffee and make it your own, quite literally. So I had some already in there from yesterday, but I'll usually fill that almost up to the top. Super fun. It smells amazing, by the way. That's what they should say. It shouldn't say, like chocolate, herbal, juicy. It should say it transports you to Guatemala, hanging out on a like resort type setting with amazing people and culture everywhere. That's what it should say. It doesn't though. All right. So I finally ground. That's what they say you should do for French press. Usually I just sort of like make it look like a little bit more than that. This is a standard Bodum coffee grinder. It's a hard word for me to come up with. So that's pretty much set. I like to set and forget. That's what I say. Water wise, I fill the water up completely. That's because I'll use the water now, or Yvette loves lemon water, so there'll be like water already ready. And then plus, if the water's already boiled, it's already filtered, and now it'll be boiled. The great thing is then it's sort of a great way to water your plants. You've already got water that's really clean and super ready to go. Okay. One thing about this is you're not actually supposed to use flavored creamer in here. I just washed it, but I do. And it's because I'm a rebel. So I usually fill this up just till I can't see that metal anymore, and I know that'll make probably about 2 cups worth of coffee. I always make one really great cup of coffee. It's so hot it sits. By the time I come back to this, it's almost not good anymore. So sometimes I put more creamer in there. So set that, forget that, put that aside. French press. Okay, this to me is the hardest part of the whole process, is dialing in your French press so that you have exactly what you want from it. It's not easy. So what I learned is to stick to a standard measurement of water. So if that water is, you like 5 cups of water to 5 tablespoons of coffee, that's your ratio you like, great. Whatever it is that works for you, stick to it, because if you go off, you vary off of it, you usually will get a result you're not crazy about. So that's basically how I make the coffee. I'll do a second video of what that result is, but that's the starting process.